like a bullet train. Moving like the speed of sound. Feet can keep on the ground.
YouTube, what's going on today, guys? It's Mike, bringing you guys another video today. Today is the 5th of April, so it is the 25th or 24th day I've been starting my Rife journey. Today, no real bad herxing. I did the Lyme disease one, the 466 for 2 minutes, so that was a total of 8 minutes. Or no, excuse me, 10 minutes, so the same as the Q fever, because I do the Q fever one every day. No real things yet. Still my heart is palpitating. I found out though, doing deep breathing, just really helps. It really just slows your heart rate down. And I wasn't doing that, of course. And I'm a big believer of deep breathing. I did that all the time when I was kind of going through my stuff, and I couldn't believe that I forgot about deep breathing. You know, there's just a lot of things that you can do and you just forget sometimes. But this video today, I wanted to cover what initially saved basically my life, basically made it so I could keep going on, just kind of, I'd like to say distraction and just kind of catch my head, but not gonna lie, this thing right here, the Xbox, gaming, anything like that, literally just saved my life. And the reason I'm going to say that is when I was going through my stuff, when I wouldn't leave my house, when I would not do anything, I was sitting in my room and I had my PC and I wasn't really, I didn't really think of anything. I was kind of a big gamer. I wasn't really a gamer, I didn't really play that much, and because I was so active all the time and I was just kind of doing my thing, and I think the reason I loved just doing that, or just the thing that brought me to that, was I was sitting there and I was so depressed, so anxiety, I was crying every night. I was really losing my mind, and that's what happens when you have an autoimmune disease, but I didn't know that at the time, so I'm out of control, cortisol, adrenal glands are really shot. And, and in that moment when you're just, you want to commit suicide, and that was definitely a point, I think around November or December, when it got really bad, where I was just like, this is terrible. Like, I didn't have the feeling that I could go on any further. But I remember, I'll never forget this, because it was a Thursday or a Friday, and and I'm still, every day I was just laying in bed watching Netflix, like every single day, and I remember I got a phone call, and I didn't get any phone calls from anybody really. I didn't get any phone calls from any buddies of mine because everybody was out doing their own thing. I got one phone call from somebody, and it was a buddy of mine's older brother, gave me a call, and he said, "Hey man, let's you want to play some StarCraft?" And for those of you who don't know what StarCraft is, it's a PC game, and I grew up playing it since I was like 6 years old. And and in that moment when he said, let's play, let's do this, I was so taken away. I was like, oh, like somebody wants to play, and I remember that point, that was just the beginning of the point where I was just, and I felt more relaxed. I felt more just, that was a really cool thing. And I don't think he'll ever understand how big that meant to me, knowing that I was literally on the verge of killing myself, to having a phone call and just having just that distraction and just knowing that I can be better. So, and we did that for like a month and a half, and and he's older, so he had to work, and he just stopped after that. But I started playing Xbox, and then I'll go into more stories about just Twitch streaming and stuff like that, but a lot of people don't realize that I was saved by that. I'm not saved by that, but it was something that was so strong, because the people that I've met on there, the connections I've made just from Xbox, and just the fun that I've had with people that were, I wouldn't say people weren't going the same way, but the people that didn't have friends, they only had online friends, and you really make connections doing that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, well, that's stupid," but it's really not. It's the coolest thing that ever happened, and I can say that those people are loyal than anybody that I've even met in my entire life, that are friends. So it really is just a huge blessing that it. Of course, it's not the healthiest thing to do every single day, but it was so, guys, you got to realize I was so down. I was to the point where I didn't care. And that anybody who's depressed or has what I went through will 100% understand that you just lose yourself. And that was really bad because I was so active and I just went so down. So, that was something that I wanted to share with you guys. It was something on my mind. It's, my YouTube channel. I just kind of say what's on my mind at the current time when I grab this camera. So, all in all, I'm doing great with the herxing. The Lyme disease one that I did was, it kind of, my toes were really, they were really, they shocked for a second. So, and that's kind of normal. It's just it's not a shock. It's just more of like, you're like, whoa, you jolt a little bit. So, but yeah, though, and I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good Tuesday. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.